At the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for the youngest ever world chess champion in the history of the sport. Just at 18 years of age. Gukesh, come. He's, only the second Indian after Viswanathan Anand to be crowned world chess champion. As I said, the youngest ever in history, and what a year he had in 2024, where he won the candidates title and then the World Chess Championship, the Chess Olympiad, winning medals at an individual level as well as for the country. Everything that could be won, Gukesh has done it, and it makes us very proud. He's also a Khel Ratna, just awarded that award as well from the president. Gukesh, first up, I spoke to you after you had won that title. Has life changed for you after that win over Ding?
First of all, good afternoon all. I'm very glad to be here to see all of you. Thank you so much for the invite. And yeah, after the World Championship, for sure, some things have changed. Because becoming the world champion was like my childhood dream, and to have achieved that was like a very satisfying feeling. But yeah, in my career, I mean, like the first week or two, I was super excited. I was like celebrating. But then next tournament started coming up. I started preparing again. But yeah, a few things have changed. Like my schedule is a bit more hectic now. And yeah, like when I go out, I generally get recognized much more than before. But other than that, nothing too huge.
When he says it was his childhood dream, he's not just, saying the most cliche line in the world. There is a video of Gukesh, 12-year-old Gukesh, who said that he's going to be world champion. And sure enough, 6 years later, he was the world champion. You said how life has changed. I don't want to embarrass you, but the bank balance has also changed. I was looking at the prize money won. On last count, I think he had won about 13 crore Indian rupees just last year, one of the highest in the world of chess. And that's not counting the many prize money that was offered from various state governments. I don't want to embarrass you, but I want you to tell us, what does this mean to you, this prize money? Because you come from a very humble background. Your parents made a lot of sacrifices for you to be here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, my parents, I think, like, I'm really glad that I could do this for my parents more than the financial aspect, because throughout my career, I think they were facing, I say they because they were not allowing me to, realize what the struggles that they were going through. But they did go through a lot of financial struggles, and I remember, like, when I was around 2018, 2019, we were basically playing tournaments. Basically, my parents' friends, they were sponsoring me to play tournaments abroad, and it was quite difficult at that time. And we had a lot of help from very, very nice people and very selfless people who came forward to help. And now. And now, yeah, the last year...
Probably wouldn't have seen. We cover a lot of chess at India Today. We have a platform called Sports Today, where we do lives whenever your match is on. I want to show you a clip from our platform Sports Today. This is seconds after Gukesh had been crowned world champion. I want you to see what happened in our studio.
I'm just... struggling to just compose myself.
Is overcome with a lot of emotion right now, and why should he not be? After all, we've all witnessed a piece of history just moments back. D. Gukesh, I'll actually let Siddharth break this news to you. Yes, some of you may have been informed by now, but it's our duty to tell you what exactly is it that happened and how big is it really when you talk about chess. Siddharth, by the way, I can tell you, has been diligently following chess for so long. He was on a call with his uncle.
Yeah, don't do this, Rishi.
And he can't believe.
I really couldn't believe it.
Things have come out so beautifully.
I mean, look at.
He also deserves a massive applause for what Right. Did you have any idea? This is Siddharth. He covers chess for us. He broke down once you became world champion.
I was just talking to him. He asked me to watch the video carefully. Now I understand why.
Do you
Yeah,
now realize
thank you
the
so
kind
much.
of joy that you brought about to this country?
I'm very glad to see that. I was actually joking after the match that I mean everybody like I met said they had tears in their eyes, and I was like joking. The whole world saw me cry, but I didn't watch single person cry because I was inside the playing hall. Yeah, but
Yeah. I understand.
but yeah.
No, you were absolutely brilliant. But, he just mentioned a word joking, and I don't associate joking with chess players. I consider them very serious. I'll show you an example of that. We have something here. There are a group of girls called Botes Sisters, and they make a lot of chess content. They got a picture with Gukesh after he was world champion, and the tweet read, "Why does it look like Gukesh is held hostage?" Because that's how serious Gukesh is. This went viral. Were you scared? I see you more scared here than when you were playing that World Chess Championship. Squeezed between two pretty girls.
No, I mean, like in general, people keep saying, why don't you smile for pictures? And it's just very unnatural for me. So, but I'm not like a serious person or anything. I just, I'm in general casual, but just smiling for pictures is still something that I have to work on.
Okay, we've got a smile from him. But that he has a fun side. I also discovered that he has a fun side to him, an adventurous side at that. He won the world championship in Singapore, and you would think that after that he would need some quiet time to relax because mentally it's very exhausting. But I'd like to show you how he unwound after winning that title. He went to a park very close by in Singapore, and this is what he did.
Gukesh, chess champion there, going for his first bungee jump. How are you feeling there, sir?
Scared.
Are you ready for this, Gukesh?
I think so, yeah.
Alright, checkmate. Let's
I'm the world champion! Brilliant, brilliant. This is how he celebrated his world championship win. When was your heart pumping harder? Was it those last moments with Ding when he made that blunder and you won, or was it here, standing on top?
It was actually quite similar. So we made this deal like in between the match, me and my trainer, we made this deal and then we just went through with it. Till I got to the edge, I didn't feel scared at all. But then once I got there, I was like, why am I doing this? But it was fun. It was also like a nice, I don't know, it was just nice bonding time. I mean, it was with me, me and my trainer did it, and a lot of friends joined us. So it was a lot of fun actually. Yeah.
Let's talk about the revolution that has come about in India. Some time back you had the US of A dominating, you had Russia dominating chess. Now I'm proud to say that India has the most players in the top 100. 13 Indian players are in the top 100, the most in top 10. There are 3, Gukesh is of course world number 3, but 3 Indians in the top 10. What has brought about this chess revolution here in India, you reckon?
I think a lot of factors play a role here. I think one of the biggest contributions, without a doubt, is what Vishy sir has been doing. Not only his achievements, not only being an inspiration, but around 2020 December he partnered with Westbridge to launch Westbridge Anand Chess Academy. I'm a student in the academy, and Vishy sir's vision was to select the top talented youngsters at that time in the lockdown, because there were no tournaments happening. It was all online, and a lot of people were not working as hard. So it was a great moment for us to actually take the advantage. And in India, like once it was like super exciting for me, and I'm sure for a lot of youngsters, because to get in touch with Vishy sir, to discuss chess with him regularly was so motivating that the pandemic didn't feel like a waste of time. We were actually working like super hard. So that was very nice what Vishy sir and Westbridge did. So that is a huge part, and also I guess in the lockdown we had this streaming, chess streaming. Lot of celebrities from other fields came, and a lot of people took interest in chess. And also chess has this benefit that you don't have to step out of the house to play. So it was a perfect hobby at that time. And after the lockdown, we see like clearly a huge boom happening. And I think also recent, at least in the last couple of years, the support from government and the corporate sponsorships are great. People are, players are constantly getting rewarded for the wins. After the Olympiad candidates World Championship, I was rewarded, and we could see how much it means to government and the people of India about not only mine, but whenever Preg or Arjun or with any of the Indian player wins something, it's getting really big, and I'm really honored to be a part of this revolution.
Okay, talk about turning adversity into your advantage. That's what the young bunch of Indian chess players have done. As he mentioned, during COVID, you saw these bunch of youngsters coming up. They're all known as Vishy's children because Viswanathan Anand has mentored all of them. And now you have a world champion in Gukesh. One thing, Gukesh, I know we're running out of time, but I really wanted to know, as a novice, how many moves are you thinking in advance? When we play at best, it's 1 or 2 moves I'm thinking what I'm going to do. You, for example, how many moves?
It majorly depends on the specific situation. Depends on the position, it depends on the opponent. So basically in certain positions where there are like several options, if I make one move, like opponent has like 4 or 5 options, and then again it stays the same for the next 5 moves, you don't calculate that much. It's maximum like 5 or 6 moves ahead, because there are a lot of branches. But if there is one clear path, like I make one move, opponent has one reply, and so on, easily 10 or 15 or even more than that. So it majorly depends on the position.
15 moves, wow. No wonder you can beat a computer. Mental fatigue, tell us about that. Because us as amateur players, if I play a hard game of chess, it takes me a full day to recover. You play, sometimes 3 hours, 4 hours, even longer than that, and back-to-back 14 matches, championship you have. How do you recover mentally?
Yeah, for sure, like long games are very tiring. Because you in general, like you don't stay focused for the whole duration of 5 or 6 hours, but in the critical moments you have to stay focused, and those critical moments are also where where the pressure is super high and it takes a toll on you. But for me, I personally, like a lot of players have their own ways to deal with it. For me, it's about following a routine and during a tournament, sleeping well, eating well, and just and also that's why I think chess players are it's important for chess players also to be physically fit, because it's obviously connected with mental well-being as well.
Yeah, and he does travel with a mental conditioning coach as well, as most players do, and that probably also helps them. Before I let you go, I have to ask you about a very critical juncture that the world of chess finds itself in. It is split between freestyle chess and classical chess. Where do you see chess going in the future? Because now you have 2 different sets of people supporting different type of formats. Could you have a split in the world of chess, or you're not really worried about that?
I don't think much about it. I mean, freestyle I'm happy to play, and I'm happy that it's a new format. It's an exciting thing. I mean, it changes how chess has been seen, but it's too early to say. I mean, we've had like 2 serious tournaments in freestyle, so it's too early to say. I wish freestyle becomes big, but I don't see it like taking over standard chess, because just the history that standard chess has, I think, has more value. And I think still the World Championship cycle holds the biggest importance, yes, for now. But yeah, it's a great addition to classical rapid blitz. Freestyle is a great addition. But yeah, we just have to see how it goes.
And you're open to all?
I'm open to all, yeah.
Okay, time is up, but I can't let you go without doing one thing. For those of you who don't know, this is a quiet, reserved young boy, but there's one thing that's gone viral about Gukesh is his alpha male walk. I don't know if you've seen it. He always checks out the other opponents with his hands in his pocket and his tight, and he checks what they are doing. I'll want you to just do your alpha walk once. Come on, let people see it. Have you got some music?
It only happens when the game is going on.
This is how he keeps a tab on the other opponents, walking like this on their table to intimidate them. But thank you so much, Gukesh, for taking our time and speaking to us here at India Today. Wishing you all the very best.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
You know, Nikhil, we're going to keep him on for just a little bit more, take a little bit more advantage of him, because he's going to release our coffee table book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call upon stage to unveil India Today's coffee table book on the turning points that changed India and charted a new course for a modern India. Invite Sudhakar Rao, Director ICFAI, who along with Gukesh will unveil our new coffee table edition. Come up, sir. Thank you, Gukesh. We really appreciate this. Not every day you have a Grandmaster on stage releasing the India Today Coffee Table Edition.
See how meticulously he's taking off the cover, unlike me.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please raise a warm applause for Grandmaster Gukesh as I call upon Joynil Mukherjee, Executive Director, RPSG Group, to come up on stage and present a small token of our appreciation to Gukesh. Thank you, Gukesh. Thank you, Mr. Rao. Thanks, Nikhil.